What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Mafex Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman figure. This is part of the review series and giveaway for Wonder Woman / Batman v Superman week. If you comment on this video, you will be entered into a drawing for Nightmare Batman, Cloaked Wonder Woman, and he's here somewhere, Aquaman. Alright, so you'll be getting those three figures. The drawing will take place sometime after 12 tonight EST, and I will have that video up sometime before noon tomorrow. So you have till tonight EST, 12 a.m. EST to get that, to get your entries, to get your entries in. So we got 2 videos left in this series, all right? We got this one right here, and then we got the Mezco Armored Batman, which will take place a little later on, probably sometime this evening, so look out for that. That will be the final video in this series. And I'm going to stand him up. That's for a size comparison. Oh, if he wants to stand up. There you go. Size comparison there. Size comparison with a multiverse figure. So I'm going to take him away. This is with a multiverse Wonder Woman. There you go. So you can see they're pretty much the same height, you know? So that's kind of cool. I have a lot of stuff here. Been gathering a lot of stuff while doing this series. That's perfect, of course, for me. And there you go with the Batman from Mafex, which is, you know, it's a pretty cool size. And the review from yesterday, if you haven't seen it, please check it out, of the DC film Superman, who's much bigger, but again, I said this yesterday, I really like the scale for him. These are the main 3 players, you know, like, I feel like Superman should be a big guy, regardless of the actor's height, like, so for me, the Superman rocks. Alright guys, that was the size comparisons. Now we're going to take a look at the extras, the accessories that Wonder Woman comes with, and you got the usual assortment of hands, very nice. A little light, and that's the kind of, I'm going to say that's the knock on this figure, completely, is the colors are very, very muted here, and it could have used like another coat of everything. So like you see, like these hands have these, you know, the brown straps. I think they could have been darker. I think her skin tone could have been darker, but you get a bunch of different hands, open hands, various holding hands. There you go. So put those down. Then you do get this lasso here, her whip. So there you go. Can't tell no lies with this. So this is made so she would be able to hold it, you know, in one of these hands here on both sides. And then yeah, kind of like, I'm gonna get you. I don't remember what she would be doing, but it's a weird one. I kind of wish they just did like one that was like, you know, the lasso was like whipping around or something. This is, to me, this kind of useless. This is going back in the box, never to be seen again. She also comes with this lasso, and we've seen this already like on a couple of the Wonder Woman figures, you know, where you get one that's, you know, completely folded up. Here's the giant one, you know, done in the gold is nice on these, actually. I really dig the gold. That's the color that stands out the most on her, is the gold. It's nice throughout, so there you go with that. And for my money, though, she will be wearing this on my shelf. You know, it just hooks on to the side. We'll take it off. But for my money, she is going to be wearing this shield and sword like in the movie, because that to me is the best Wonder Woman is Shield and Sword Wonder Woman. So that is really cool. And these are really nice pieces. Starting with the shield here. Take a look at that. See, like, guessing it's some sort of bird, eagle in the middle. Yeah. It's really well done. I love the gold on here. Looks really good. Even the underside is completely painted. Very, 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 very nice shield. I really, really like it. Beautiful piece. And then her sword, put her down again, is also very nice. It's got gold, it's got silver. The silver on the sword part, on the blade part, has a little tinge of gold as well. If you can see that, a little yellow on there. I think that's really cool. It gives it a very unique look. And it's not the same on the hilt, which is nice. So, pretty awesome. Really dig that. So, and here is Wonder Woman now. Wonder Woman herself. So this figure is kind of controversial. If you've seen a lot of reviews for her already, like, and she's been out for a little while now, like, not a lot of people like her head sculpt. I'm gonna disagree there. I think her head sculpt is actually really good, and her face looks really good. The problem, I think, is a little lack of, like, you know, a little definition. It's a little light again, like I've been saying, and she needs some, like, rosy cheeks, like this Mattel one did. Like, I think that looks good. It's just skin tone, I think. Skin tone is really important, and I don't think they captured her well in those regards. But I think the sculpt is there. That, to me, that looks like Gal Gadot. Her face might be just slightly elongated, as well as her nose. So, but I think if you shaded it properly, it would work. So, I mean, as far as sculpt, I can't really fault it that much. Like, her outfit looks good. You know, it's sculpted really nice. All her armor pieces under there look really good. The skirt pieces look great. Love the texture. Really nice. I like all these lines here. Super good. So really, really cool. Her boots look really good, as well as her knee pads. And the boots look, yeah, all the way, you know, down. They look really nice. So it's a nice sculpt. Like, she stands really good. Her shoulders are, you know, the weirdest point, though. That is just ugly. That's like I get it, but I've never seen, like, a Mafex figure like that. You know, like, that's more of a Revoltech type of thing to do. But I guess you do get some better range of motion. It's just, you know, without, like, any clothes there or armor, it just looks really ridiculously weird to me. So I think that's a big fault of this figure, unfortunately. And the other fault is the paint. Like I said, the skin tone, I think, needs something. It needs, either they should have molded it in a little bit of a darker plastic, or they really needed some more shading, some, like, you know, little blush, I don't know, something on her face. Like, her, you know, lips could be just a tad different, a little darker. Even her eyes have a weird glitter to them that, like, just throws me off a little bit. Her hair does look good, and I didn't mention the sculpt on her hair. It's very nice. I think they've done the hair right on these Wonder Woman figures so far. Very, very cool. I like her hair with the blacks washed in. Her armor is painted good. I like the red and the blues. Very nice, and the, you know, like, copperish golds. There's a little bit of a, like, kind of saturated wash right in the middle there, so that's a little bit of a problem, but it's not so bad, and it's also covered by these straps, so it's not that bad. Again, speaking of straps, like I wish these were a little bit darker throughout. The gauntlets look good. Also sculpted good. I didn't mention that before, but not bad at all. So this is a funny problem here. Yeah, her buttocks have got some paint rub on them from her skirt. So try not to pose her in a weird way. So I mean, it's not a problem because who poses their figures? You guys that do that, stop doing that. That way. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's unfortunate that that happened. The knees are good. I like how they are painted. Her boots are painted okay, but if you look close, the edges are not very well done. Like, it's really sloppy. You know, like, the paint is so inconsistent on this figure in a lot of those regards that if I didn't get it from a reputable source, I'd almost think this was like a KO of the figure. But I know for a fact it's not. But I've heard there is KOs already of these, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe the KOs are better. In some regards, sometimes they are, especially if you're gonna pay a cheaper price. I always hate seeing like import figures drop the ball because you do pay the price for them. So what are you gonna do? It happens. I mean, I'm a Monster Arts collector. I see it happening all the time. I feel like though, sometimes with monsters, it's easier to write off than like figures like this, where like things are outside the box or whatever, or the faces are messed up. Like the mess ups on monsters sometimes are a little easier for me as a collector and fan to like really view. So I don't know. It is what it is. Let's look at articulation though at this point. Head is on a ball joint. All these Wonder Woman figures are a little hindered in the head because of the hair. Her hair is a soft plastic, so you can turn it, but you don't get that great of a range of motion. Alright, so you do get a good range of motion in the shoulders, even though it's super ugly. She can do pretty much anything, and there is a swivel up there where the joint goes in. So, the Mafex joint. She does have a double jointed elbow, but the top of the part of the joint doesn't really do much, to tell you the truth. So, I always hate seeing that because it's like, what's the point then? There's a hinge at her wrists, you know, swivels around. She does have a ab crunch, ab swivel there, waist as well. So you do get a lot of range of motion in her body, like we saw with the Batman figure. So that's good. Really great range of motion in the legs. She can kick all around, back and front, so, you know, it drops down, so it really helps a lot. Does rotate a little bit up there. Double jointed knees are really good. No boot cut. And then you got a swivel, hinged ankle, so you get a good range of motion in there. So the articulation is pretty good. You know, I could use maybe another like point or two, but it's not bad at all. So there you go. That's Mafex Wonder Woman. You know, I like her for the shelf. She's pretty good. But when you really start like getting into the nuts and bolts of her, unfortunately, she kind of fails as a figure. She does have quite a few problems, you know, aesthetic problems, which is a bit unfortunate. So I would say if you find her at a deal, that's the best thing to do. She's worth it. She's definitely better than like a lot of the domestic figures of this size, but you know, definitely look for a deal and try not to pay like a good. Try to get her for under $45-40 bucks. That would be anywhere in the $30 range is good. I would say for this figure. Alright guys, that's all I have on this review. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and remember if you comment you get entered into drawing. Subscribe and share. And until next time, peace out peeps.